in the United States, we have a promise of liberty. So we kept, sort of bumping into each other, and his dream has been, how long have you been a documents dealer? 35 years. His dream is to try to bring all these things together in one place. It never happened. Peoria Riverfront Museum is here to use objects to tell stories, and in the documents and the paintings and the artifacts which will accompany them, you put Seth Kaller in the middle of all that, and this is going to be the most consequential exhibition during the American semi-quincentennial year on the promise of liberty. We're really going to allow people to explore and understand the depths of the meaning of what it is to be an American, to have the freedoms we have.
Nice airtight waterproof case.
Oh, wow.
And
yeah,
I'll just take
I have not seen it coming out of the case like this. That is beautiful.
And
wow.
This is George Washington doing what Thomas Jefferson did with the Declaration 13 years earlier. He's using it to create a new statement of purpose for our government, the first government designed for the benefit of the people, not the rulers. For the civil and religious liberty with which we are blessed, and the means we have of acquiring and diffusing useful knowledge. And I love the way he keeps going back and forth between religion and knowledge. He does it again at the bottom. To promote the knowledge and practice of true religion and virtue, meaning morality really, and increase of science among them and us. So again, in the same sentence, he's mixing, he wants to support morality and virtue and religion, but not a particular denomination. Well, a couple weeks before, Washington asked James Madison if he should issue a Thanksgiving Proclamation. And so there was this debate. It almost went wrong because when it came up in Congress, there were the people who were saying there shouldn't be any religion in it. I mean, they had literally, the same day they issued this resolution, they finished writing the Bill of Rights. But then there were congressmen who said, should have more religion, take out the science stuff. And my favorite, though, are the anti-federalists who said, we shouldn't be asking the people to give thanks for this government yet. We don't know if it works for them. We don't know if it works. Right.
But this is the first.
This is the first
declared act of
the president.
President.
He had issued one even during the war as a general. Congress did too. But this is in the exhibit, not really because of that, but because it summarizes what America is doing differently from every other country. Right now, I'm quite sure this is the most valuable document that's ever been in Peoria.
In Peoria.
But that will change by the time we open it.
Good. We can continue to break, but it's number one right now.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for bringing this to the Peoria Riverfront Museum. It's a major statement. And here in what we call the City of Gratitude, Peoria, Illinois' nickname, what better document could be included in the Promise of Liberty exhibition?
Yeah.
But this, so interesting because like when we hear this today, it sounds beautiful. It's acknowledging God for our blessings and for the fairness of our society and so there is what we were talking about earlier. There's this aspiration that King comes back to later and says all this is the promissory note. Let's cash it. They weren't wrong in giving thanks. They weren't wrong in holding these truths to be self-evident. They were wrong in the way that it was not applied immediately and initially, but in execution. But of course, societies across the world, there had been no bigger leap in the reversal of power from the czars and the monarchs and the kings and who said, well, God gave me the power and I decide what my subjects will have. Now they're writing something basically acknowledging in a humble way that the power is with the people. Now, was it with all the people? No, but that reversal to the people is, to me, and I don't think I fully understood how big of a leap this was, Ken Burns, the filmmaker who's done jazz, and you know Ken Burns, of course, he says this is like the biggest shift of thinking in the world since the birth of Christ.